Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com, and Airsoft Insider Magazine. You may remember a few weeks ago we took a look at this Avengers M72 law brought in by Evike.com. Now this 40mm powered launcher has a 57mm inner bore, which in my experience is just too big to be effectively useful with a 40mm round, because you just don't have the gas volume to shoot something like this that's heavy. It takes up a lot of space and there's just a lot of volume in the barrel. It's a similar problem that I had with my deep fire AT4. So what we did is we went ahead and we converted this down to a 1.5 inch bore. You can look in here and you can see there's a big old piece of PVC pipe inside. That is 1.5 inch inner diameter PVC pipe, Schedule 40 PVC. In order to get it centered in the barrel was actually slightly smaller than my AT4, so I wasn't able to do the exact same thing. I wasn't able to use the couplers like I did before. So I just wrapped it with some tape. I just used some blue masking tape and wrapped the crap out of it so that it fits snug and tight, and most importantly is centered inside the metal inner barrel. Now you may recall how this thing shot with the big foam round. Didn't shoot very well at all. Shot maybe 50 feet tops. Just did not have a lot of, didn't have enough power to get it out there. So instead of this, we're going to be shooting something like this. Obviously, you now have a major weight difference. This thing weighs a lot more than this, and there's a lot less volume. And if you want to get into the math of the volume, watch that other video that I linked in the full review when I did the AT4 conversion. So this guy got about 50 feet. We're going to see what this guy can do. It's lighter, it's more aerodynamic, and this thing is really designed to be shot by 40mm rounds. So we're going to go outside, we're going to try this out. We're going to try the new PMOG version 2.4, I believe, rounds out with the more flexible base. We're going to try out a few different things out there. So let's go ahead and let's go outside and see how this thing shoots. Now I will note, it is crappy weather today. It's raining and there is a lot of wind, so there's going to be a lot of wind noise. I apologize in advance for that, but I will do my best to mitigate that and make these videos watchable. So stay tuned. All right, first shot is going to be on my last remaining version 2.3 PMOG round. Now this thing does take a lot of pressure to fire with this shell, so bear with me here for a minute. Good flight and a good hit that broke on impact. Now we're going to fire the Milsim Labs foam M29 round, which was that kind of purplish round that we looked at before. Slightly overshot the wall, and it is now over 100 feet away in the neighbor's backyard. Sorry guys. Let's go ahead and try the new version of the PMOG round. This guy has a more flexible base, so it gets a better seal when you shoot. So it should have a little bit better performance. Pretty much identical to the last round. Perfect flight. You saw I had very little elevation on that, and that wall is about 85 feet away from where I'm currently shooting. The only problem is it seals up so well that it actually shot the insert out a little bit, so I'll have to add a little bit more tape to lock that insert in a little bit better with the 2.4 round. But good flight and great hit impact, about 6 inches to the left of my last round. Very, very impressive. For this last shot, we'll be using an M29 round, and we're going to go for long range. I'm going to be aiming at that house way over yonder. Yes, he's my neighbor. Yes, he knows that we do this. It's okay. It is 215 feet from the point where I'm firing from to that tree pass there. So we're going to be shooting this with about 30 degrees of elevation, and we'll see what it does. of hard to tell, but it flew clear into that tree and I think hit his boat that's next to the house. So I suppose let's go walk it out and see where that thing landed. So that's where it landed. Let's see. All the way over there is where it shot from. So that was 200 feet from where I fired it from to where it hit the tree and then dropped immediately. It still had about 20 feet of elevation. And a few subsequent shots that I did, it just goes right there every time. So easily you could put this thing on a vehicle at 200 feet, which is pretty astounding considering before you were getting maybe 50-foot vehicle accurate fire. So honestly, if you have something like this, either the Deepfire AT4 or the Avengers M72 Law, absolutely do the 1.5-inch bore conversion. There's no reason not to. And all it takes is a piece of PVC pipe and some tape. It's 50 cents to more than quadruple your effective range. That's a kind of deal that's pretty much impossible to pass up. Many thanks, Evike, for popping this guy over and letting us tinker with it and see if we can improve the performance on it. And be sure to check out the full review that I wrote on it on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat. And as always, thanks for watching.